What's good? Now we play NBA 2K16, and the thing is, guess what I've got now? A fucking new controller, gang. Hell yeah. Finally, after a fucking 2 years. After fucking 2 years, I got a new controller. Like a proper one.
Brooklyn, we go hard. We on the look for the advantage. We work hard, and if we seem to wrap it up a bit, we
Let's
broke
go with
hard.
Brooklyn Nets. We go on 10 and 0. 10 win streak, y'all.
What happens to make me sick? We all in, run away with it. Smile in your face, and I'm on your back. Got with the strength they lack. So if you got another way, you can look the other way. You know another way. Tell them so right to their face. I pay for what's called eccentricity in my wish to evolve. I hear them all say that I got hot, but not everything that it takes. Take my mind, but not my soul. Tell you I got fire.
What's the
I'm
best
on
between Kevin
7 on
Durant
no
and
payroll. Let 'em hold me down. I know
LeBron James with 20
I
points
can look the other way.
0.2 offensive against the
So
game.
right to their
Defensive against the game. 8 assists.
Entirely, totally, bring it all together. I want everything. Feel till it feels like I got slipping margarita. People folks waiting on the chicken with your hands out. I gotta laugh at you and call it luck because it wasn't you to you. Don't mean I ain't paying dues. You're stupid. I'm on my mind for reaching things that you can't. Just know I'm
You need to
doing
stop.
something you ain't. Simple and plain. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal. And for
don't
tonight's
need to
game,
worry
we'll be
about the
watching the
cable because
Golden
it's
State
wireless now.
Warriors as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece.
Oh, it's Nets, not Spurs, right? Yeah.
The Nets are a team that have made the playoffs in each of the last 3 seasons, but have yet to make a deep playoff run. Kenny, what do you think they need to accomplish this season in order to have it be considered successful?
Well, another trip to the playoffs would be nice, but, just getting to the first round and losing, that's not going to cut it. You have to be able to take that chemistry and cohesiveness
high
to
at
the
this
next
point.
level.
I kind of I kind of wonder what their mentality is. They only won 38 games last year, but they made the playoffs. So are they happy they made the playoffs? In my opinion, they need to be better than 500 to be a success this year.
And with that, it is just about time for the tip we'll see at halftime.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Last game for the Nets, a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We got Thomas Robinson. Wayne Ellington is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then there's Johnson. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Good on the second free throw.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Now here's Bogut. Curry passes to Fresh. Iguodala outside. Here's Gabriel. 5 to shoot. In the corner, Iguodala with it. No good from outside. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he's especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
Brooklyn on defense, following the shot by Jarrett Jack. From deep. Fresh can't get it to go. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And the basket by Johnson. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fresh, the pass to Bogut. To the left wing. Curry with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brooklyn with the ball. Jack dishes to Johnson. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Gabriel shot's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Jack kicks to Johnson. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Johnson outside. Pulls up from the corner. Here's Robinson, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly, but last season they were put up for sale, surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
Now Jack, after the missed three from Joe Johnson. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Gabriel, defended by Jack. Fresh, the pass to Curry. Here's Gabriel. Ellington defending. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they have had trouble going deep in the playoffs. In a moment now to see the numbers for Bogut. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 6 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
And you know, with Brooklyn, I don't think anybody wants to take over a team in a rebuild mode. I mean, that's what the Nets seem to be looking at for the next few seasons. They had their shot, went all in with some of their decisions, unfortunately came up short.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Ellington kicks to Robinson, and he gets it to go.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Outside Curry. Pass to Gabriel. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Fresh has got 9 points. Brooklyn trailing. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lopez. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop. I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Gabriel, defended by Jack. From deep, Iguodala. And yes, sir, that one drops. Iguodala's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here is Jack. His last outing, he had 8 points, and he gets the bucket. 9 points for Johnson.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Fresh can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
I got him. Go defense, go defense.
Now here is Jack. Tight defense on him. And there's the pass to Lopez. Just 3 on the clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent...
He got it!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to
Hell
go?
yeah.
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
Do it. A buzzer beater.
And that's it. Coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's got a good sense of humor.
I told him, you can joke with me, you can laugh at me. I'm not perfect. You'll see me hobbling out there on the court. You'll see me stumble as I'm trying to show you a defensive move. It's funny. There was a time when you wouldn't be laughing because I'd be kicking your butt, but that time is long past.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
They've got Iguodala. Fresh is out there with Curry. Then it's Bogut, and it's Green in at the 4. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then there's Shane Larkin. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. Curry kicks to Bogut. Here's Gabriel. Buries it from 3-point range. Precious got 15 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Here's the screen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez from 15 feet away, and it's sent back by Bogut. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3. Gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Larkin. Robinson a screen on Curry. Lopez inside, covered by Bogut. The offensive rebound. Robinson misses.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Curry, here we go. Shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. One of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Out left to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Clock at 6. He used that pick to get in close. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
The drive by Green. Bogut the pass to Fresh. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about great numbers for Fresh. 15 points and the 3-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
An East-West showdown. Only one of 2 games between these squad.
And because of that, the time is now to seize control of the matchup. We'll see who strikes first.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Lopez, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Oh, the turnaround jumper, that was just beautiful.
Gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Fresh, the pass to Bogut, makes it off the glass. Bogut's got his first 2 points.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Robinson. Nets passing it around. Here's Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. Gabriel with the rebound. Fresh has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Larkin kicks to Robinson. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. The 11-footer. Lopez, no luck.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example. With his pass.
Sergei Karasov's checked in for the Nets. Jack comes in for Larkin. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
To the paint. Iguodala with the steal.
Heads up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
Finishes the break with a slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Tipped away. Pushing it up. Here's Gabriel. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
Jack, and it's sent back by Bogut. Pass to Gabriel.
Oh! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now. Now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
No good from Jack.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Right side Robinson. The fadeaway. The clock runs out.
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody has to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
An assertive Joe is an effective Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2Ks. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half, but that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Fresh is out there with Steph Curry. And there's Iguodala. And it's Green, and it's Bogut, and at the center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Jack dishes to Lopez. Can't convert after the good screen.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Iguodala against Johnson. Back to Jack. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here is Jack. He's tightly guarded. A shot by Ellington, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The pass to Fresh. To the inside. The 11-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
To check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. And the call will go against Thomas Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
Larkin, he's checked in for Jarrett Jack. Fresh can't get it to go.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Robinson misses.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Johnson, the pass to Larkin. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Larkin's got his second bucket of the night.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Puts up a three. Count that one. And it's 29 points for Fresh.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
There's a screen by Robinson. Larkin kicks to Johnson. Inside, Lopez. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Johnson kicks to Lopez from 12 feet out, and it's in off the backboard. Lopez has got 11 points. Gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Iguodala, the pass to Fresh. That one goes.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Johnson against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Green. Here's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. 3-pointer. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's Gabriel. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Fresh can't get it to go.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Curry passes to Fresh. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Fresh has got 34 points. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Larkin dishes to Lopez. Great tee that time from Green.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Bogut kicks to Green. Down low. Johnson with the block. Got a piece of it with 1 on the clock and no good trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors, they lead by 18. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Nets trail by 18. So for Brooklyn now, Wayne Ellington is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Johnson. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. Tries from 16. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Jack for 3. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball's knocked loose. Now Ellington. Johnson the screen. Kicks to Jack. 5 on the clock. Lopez. Gabriel with the rebound. Fresh has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry passes to Bogut. Feeds it to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He is raining threes here
4 out of 4,
tonight,
damn,
and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
The Nets making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Robinson pulls it in. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
Johnson in the corner. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. And Jack, here we go. Green with the block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dishes to Lopez. It's stolen by Green. From downtown, Gabriel's shot's good. Fresh has got 11 in the second half.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Jack dishes to Ellington. Shot to stop the run. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Ellington. 13 points for Johnson.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Gabriel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Outside Jack. Johnson, a wide open look. Johnson missing again.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Ellington. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Robinson. Count the bucket. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Fresh, the pass to Bogut. Outside, Green. Here's Gabriel. There's the dish to Kerr. Stolen by Robinson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Ellington kicks to Jack. He dishes it to Ellington. No good with the triple. Gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Gabriel. Bogut the pass to Fresh. That's good. Fresh has got 42 in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Johnson dishes to Lopez. Now here's Ellington. Back to Lopez. Here's Robinson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Gabriel. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Let's hear it.
At the line, Gabriel. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Larkin kicks to Karasov. Pass to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Larkin. Plenty of space. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Here's Gabriel. No good on the quick 3. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all... All cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the... Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3 ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal. and that really opened up the game.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Let's see the box scores. Michael Gabriel, 44 points, 10 rebound, 9 assists, 1 steal, 0 block today, and 7 turnover, 4 dunk. Curry 18 points, Bogut 4 points, Iguodala 5 points, Draymond Green 6 points, Curry with 8 assists, Bogut with 10 rebound. 65% from the field, 55% from the 3 100% from the line, 24 plus break points, 34 points in the paint, second chance point, assists, 25 offensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 25 defensive rebound, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 11 turnovers. It's the way I'm feeling. I just can't deny. Oh my god. But I gotta let it go. We fall in love in a heartless place.
Do you recall
Not long ago,
we would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember? All we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. But guess we need someone to lean on. But guess all we need is somebody to lean on. But guess we need someone to lean on. But guess all we need is somebody to lean on. What will we do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side, standing strong as the waves roll over? And the nights are long, longing for you to come home. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. But guess we need someone to lean on. But guess all we need is somebody to lean on. But guess we need someone to lean on. But guess all we need is somebody to lean on.
Another one, another one.
DJ Khaled.
lay down a bit. I'm sleepy as fuck. My God. for the delay. I'm making some rice. And the drop frame was insane though. And please don't tell me that it's been lagging the whole time.
She's a shadow in my backseat, and her friends all standing right in front of me. Worldwide from the Cimarron to Turkey. Open up, said everybody loves me. And you don't have to make a sound, 'cause they got what you need. What you need. Oh, 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 oh. Got love for the people that are around you. Got love, all the sentimental virtue. Got love with the takers that'll make you. Late calls with the lovers that'll hate you. And you don't have to make a sound. They got what you need. What you need. Make you say, oh my, feels just like I don't try. Looks so good, I might die. All I know is everybody loves me. Head down, swaying to my own sound. Flashes in my face now. All I know is everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. Well, I pray the music don't stop till I turn gray. Starts forever like John Susan never fade. He had a beautiful child named Desiree. Hope I'm remembered for the things that I never made. 'Cause you don't have to make a sound when they got what you need. Make you say, oh my, feels just like I don't try.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA
long.
fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. We'll be checking out Kyle Lowry tonight. He's the definition, I think, of a late bloomer. When you see how his game has really blossomed with experience, how does his performance rate for you, Kenny, among the best point guards in the league?
Oh, he's up there when he's healthy. The key is health with him. I think he made his first All-Star team last year, first All-Star game. That was great. You know, at 28 years old, that usually doesn't happen when you're after 9 years in the league.
Over the course of his career, he's found ways to improve his game. He's not an efficient scorer, but he's got a lot of ways to create a shot. Heck of a player.
He'll sneak up on you and hit a triple-double on you, too, will Kyle Lowry. That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Sacramento Kings.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the small forward position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Here's Gabriel. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great. And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around. Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now, here's Lowry. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Outside Curry. Bogut with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Green. Here's Gabriel. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Now, here's Patterson. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Impressive fadeaway right there. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Here's Valanciunas. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Iguodala, the pass to Fresh. Back to Iguodala. Screened by Bogut. Here's Gabriel. Now recovering in the corner. Iguodala with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gabriel. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Fresh has got 9.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on DeRozan.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry as the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
DeRozan's shot is good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Curry passes to Fresh. Back to Curry. Pass to Gabriel. A 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 12 points for Fresh. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
1:56 left in the first. Pass to Fresh. The tray. Toronto grabs the miss.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Gabriel. Raptors knocking down the tray to the inside. Bogut gets the bucket. Bogut's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot, and they were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basket.
In for Patterson. On defense, the home team. It's a 3-point game.
And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
Here's Gabriel after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Good. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry.
How in the world did they let... him get that wide open.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Rebounded by Bogut.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And that one's good. Iguodala's got his first points of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Shoots from 14. Here's Gabriel. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, even the hostile crowd has to crack a smile.
What a shot. What a shot.
And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. So when I came, you know, I just wanted to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Pass, boy.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So for Toronto right now, DeRozan and Johnson on the wing. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola, and it's Joseph in at the 1.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Joseph. Back to DeRozan. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Stolen by Joseph.
Yes. What the fuck, Curry? Come on. Okay, it's okay.
Iguodala against Johnson. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. Valanciunas with a screen on Green. And DeRozan. Here we go. That's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Gabriel, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Fresh has got 19 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now the pass to Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic Clark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up.
And the first one at the line is good.
And back to James Johnson. Yeah, he improved his shooting percentage, but the rest of his game has been kind of in a holding pattern. He's averaging neither highs nor lows in any other category, and that means to me he may have flattened out in terms of reaching his potential.
And so he hits both.
Talking about James Johnson, the reality is he's a role player, like most NBA guys. He certainly can be a valuable role player, especially if he can shoot near 60% from the field again. But don't expect him to suddenly become LeBron. That's not his game, nor his ceiling.
Here's Valanciunas following the basket by Draymond Green. Johnson the screen. And Joseph kicks to Scola. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. And no good. Trying to use. Here's the glass.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Gabriel with the rebound. Precious got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Nice one, Curry.
Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Toronto no luck.
Oh, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's denied. And that'll be
talking
Toronto
about.
as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto.
The defense.
Now the feed to Joseph. Tipped away. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Kicks to Joseph. Back to Johnson. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Now here's Joseph. Guarded by Green. Screened by Scola. And Joseph kicks to Johnson. The dish now to Joseph. Here's Scola. Just 5 on the clock. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Scola's got his first bucket of the night.
Come on, run, Iggy.
Iguodala, the pass to Fresh. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That feed by Iguodala, really good example of his passing.
Raptors trail by 14. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Johnson right side. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jump?
The drive by Bogut, and he jams it with authority.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ross comes in for Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Corey Joseph. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Toronto making a change. Carroll's checked in.
DeMar Carroll.
DeRozan getting subbed.
1:31 left in the first half. Screen by Scola. They set the pick. Here's Ross. And the Raptors miss again.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark, jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks are his specialty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Now here's Bogut. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Lowry. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Patterson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Raptors need to get a shot. It's deflected, but he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Gabriel. Drills the three-pointer. Precious got 24 points.
Wow. More here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Lowry drives in to end the run, and he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got 9 points.
Let me do a three.
Just 4 seconds left here in the second. Here's Gabriel, and no good trying to get that one. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Warriors, they lead by 18. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm alongside Coach Casey, and Coach, you guys are getting torched out there tonight. What's going on?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I can care less about offense. You know, we're going to score. That's not the problem. It's making up our mind and having a commitment to the defensive end.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, and over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, first of all, Ernie, they were atrocious on the boards. Getting tough on the glass has got to be the first thing they address. There is no way they can come back into the game unless they show more fight in the paint. If not, Ernie, they're going to be barbecue chicken.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
I'm going to put my food in the speaker because it's...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Draymond Green is out there with Bogut. Then it's Fresh. Then it's Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Curry following the miss by DeRozan. Curry's shot is good.
You know what?
Be right back.
I'm gonna eat in 10 minutes. At least after this. So it's after this game.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 20. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Lowry up top. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Inside. Patterson. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Finish off the break. Green's got his second basket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach. Greg?
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Shot is off, and Toronto will come the other way. Carroll with a screen for Lowry. And it's Carroll in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, a rough start to the second half. 5 straight clunkers.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, he had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
Now, here's Lowry. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Some changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Joseph in for DeMarre Carroll. Now, here's Lowry. Tight defense on him. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Good game for Lowry. He's got 10 points, and he's put 1 three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Outside Lowry. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. In the 3rd spot, DeMar DeRozan.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Absolutely. When your 2-guard can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you.
Gabriel's shot's good.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Toronto's gone gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Got a piece of it, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Here's Lowry. No good, unable to end this run.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach, really known as a defensive specialist. But once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Here's Gabriel.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can.
He did not just dunk on him like that.
Elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
Fast break, here we go. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh?
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fresh, the pass to Green. Here's Gabriel. He's guarded by Johnson. Gabriel's shot's good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And Fresh picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors. Luis Sola.
7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Valanciunas, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Gabriel. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here's Wright. So for Toronto right now, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Scola. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Wright in at the 1 spot. Here's the break. Here's Iguodala. Finished off the break.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Wright. That's tipped. And here we go. By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
Climbing the ladder for the 360. That's major bounce right there.
Yeah, Clark, he was sky high on the finish.
And how about the athleticism, coordination, and obviously a lot of confidence to pull something like that off.
He threw down
on that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
We should as well. No doubt that will be one of the plays of the year.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Gabriel, guarded by Wright, and the wide open shot from Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just too dangerous for a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Ross kicks to Wright. Scola sets a screen for Wright. Screen by Scola. And Wright, here we go. Unhindered, going all the way.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
The Raptors shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Dishes it to Ross.
Come on, sub him.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Scola. Here's Wright. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And what a game for Fresh. He's got 12 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kellogg-Ease, right?
Yes.
Kellogg-Ease.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Here's Gabriel. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Now here's Joseph. Ross with a wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Gabriel. And a missed layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Puts it up from 12. To the middle. Here's Bogut. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Joseph. And Fresh picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. To the paint. Here's Ross. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season. But really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
Back to Terrence Ross, Greg. You're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. Clark, I'm not surprised that he's hit a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great.
And over the course of last season and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
Now here's Joseph. Johnson the screen. Fires the three. Gabriel with the rebound. Fresh has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. And with the three-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great, Adam Clark. All four of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in three.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in the season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Biyombo. Now here's Ross. He kicks to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Joseph. Good on the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Curry. Here's Gabriel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Feeds it to Joseph. No one near him. Gabriel with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Shoots the three. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's Gabriel. Joseph with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Timeout call.
What do you think, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
And so they get the victory here at home. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as it was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. Shaq, your thoughts?
He put everything he had to his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to dominate.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat it.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.